Hello traders, my name is Alberto and I am a Client Success Manager at Pepperstone. I'm here today to show you Pepperstone new trading platform, the result of years of experience and cutting-edge technology. In this introduction, I will take you on a journey through the key highlights, showcasing how it empowers you to make informed decisions and execute trades with precision. Whether you are trading Forex, commodities, crypto, or indices, this platform has been meticulously crafted to provide you with a seamless, intuitive, and feature-rich trading experience. Let's start creating an account with WebTrader. As you can see here, we are in the secure client area of Pepperstone. Okay, of course, you will need a Pepperstone account to access here. Now, here I will show you today how to do it on demo, but of course on the live account will be the same, okay? So simply go on the secure client area under trading accounts, click on add a trading account, okay? Then on the platform type on the left hand side, as you can see, automatically selected Pepperstone, but if you click on the drop down, you can see all the other platform we support. So yeah, let's select Pepperstone. Nickname up to you, of course, currency type, whatever you're comfortable with, then how much money you want on the demo account, and then the account type, either standard or razor. Just a little reminder, the razor is a raw spread account. Now submit, and once you submit, a box like this will be created. Okay, you can see that is actually the Pepperstone WebTrader from here. Now, to launch it, you just have to click on WebTrader, this button here, and if you were live, you can find it from here or from the left-hand side as you used to do already. Now, let's have a look at how our WebTrader looks like, okay? So, let's start from scratch with a new workspace. As you can see here on the left-hand side, you can create workspaces. A workspace is simply, I would call it like a desk where you can add certain elements, okay? These elements I'm talking about, you can find them top left up here, chart, position, and watch list. These are simply buttons. If you click on chart, as you can see, will be added a chart, position list of all the trades that are already open, watch list, a list of the instruments I keep an eye on. Now, what is very interesting, in my opinion, you see these little six circles on the left-hand side of each space, right? If I click on one of those and I drag it around, I can simply shift and move the spaces, however I find better for my personal preference. So, for example, here I have the popular markets, here the position, here's the chart. This is personally the look that I prefer. Now, let's analyze each of them also. How many times you click on these buttons, how many charts or position you will open, okay? The spaces. So, just to be sure it's clear. Now, yeah, position, of course, will show you all the positions you have open. Here, I have a few positions open previously. And you see this little button, net aggregation. Simply, this will aggregate the positions that are with the same instruments. As you can see here, I have Ethereum USD, both for 0.01. If I click on net aggregation, this will be aggregated, okay? As you can see, all the total is 0.02, 0.010, okay? Just a little interesting trick. Okay, here we can see the popular markets I have selected with, popular products you can trade with us. You can see gold, a few currency pairs, a few indices, oil. Now, if I click just on the name on the drop-down menu here, there's a little arrow. I can have public list, so I can just go to, for example, commodities. I have a few commodities already saved there, or Forex, and I have a list of Forex. And of course, I can just add with the plus button. Now, if I want, I can also, of course, create a new list, okay? Or access my old list. For example, here was an old list I created, and I can just swap between, okay? And of course, I can rename them, duplicate them, whatever I want. So let's go back, for example, on Forex. Now, something that I find super interesting, especially when you guys want to do some charting and check how things are going with your preferred currency pairs, you see this little chain link that you can find here on the list of products and here with the chart. If I click on it and I choose, for example, red, and I click here and I also choose red, this means that these two spaces are now linked, okay? So you can see here I'm on Ethereum now. If I click on it, on this chart will automatically change, updating to the currency pair I just selected. So Aussie NZD or USD CHF, GBP USD. I found this super helpful, to be honest. Okay, I'd like also to show you what you can do with these workspaces. So as I showed you before, you can actually add multiple workspaces, and what they're good for, you can use them for different type of products that you trade. For example, this is the workspace we were working on, right? If I want, I can create one just for the Forex. If I click twice on the name, I can rename it, right? Let's do, I add chart, position, and watch list. Now, if I want, I can just change this into Forex. And this will be my space, actually my workspace, that I use just for Forex, right? For example, here I had one pre-made for crypto, and this will be the one that I just use for crypto. So I guess it's a good way to keep things a bit, clean. I can just jump from workspaces for different type of analysis. Now, let's have a look, of course, what is very important, how to open a position. So let's have a look, for example, at Euro USD. Now you can see there are columns here with the bid and ask price, the change, the percentage of the change, and of course the description of the currency pair we are focusing on. If I click on the bid price, for example, a little window will open up. Okay, you can see this is the symbol you want to trade. Here is the lot size. I can increase with a button, or of course I can just type how much I want. Here you will have the estimated margin impact. They will automatically, of course, updating based on how much I'm changing the lot size. Here I can, of course, place a market order, a limit order, or a stop order. So let's do a market order. And here I can choose what side to be on, so either sell or buy. Okay, you see this little toggle with protection orders. That's to set up stop losses and take profits. That's very easy to see. All right, let's do something very not advisable. So just buy 0.04. Okay, send order. Done. You can see here on the right hand side order field on the 3rd of October. You can see it here on the bottom. Now, there are many ways of actually placing a trade, okay? So I'll show you here, you can just click on the bid or ask price, okay? Or you can just go here on the chart, you will click the same sell or buy, and the same window will open up, okay? Or I can right-click on the chart, and the same thing, I have a buy or sell. Okay, I also want to show you how to turn on the one-click trading. So as you can see on the top here, if I click on this toggle button up here, be sure you read this disclaimer, okay? Because what it does is switch on the one-click trading. That literally means that every time I click on, bid or ask, or for example here, sell and buy, according to the amount that I have selected here, it will place the trade straight away without any window coming up. So be wary, be aware of it, because it's like a trigger, so will place automatically, every trade will be filled, okay? So it's very good for scalpers, but again, be aware of it. Now, let's have a look at the chart, okay? So let's focus on this. As I showed you already, you have the sell and buy here. Here you can just swap between the 1 minute, 5 minute chart, 15 minute chart, okay? Of course, with the mouse you can zoom in or zoom out. Then here, this little symbol, I can swap between line, candles, or bar representation of the graph. Let's select candles, for example. Here I have the crosshair, so I can just place myself wherever I want, okay? Let's turn it off. Here I can draw lines if I want to do a bit of analysis, change the color, change how the line presents itself, a bit of settings, okay? And here to delete it. All right, this magnifying glass with the plus on it, simply if I click on it, I can select a segment of the chart and just focus on that. Okay, now you see this little lab button with a little, a chemistry beaker, as I call it. This will give me access to the indicators. We have a very generous list of indicators, you can see. And to add them, let's say that I want some Bollinger Bands. I click twice, I can see here that is added. Here I can put, some extra features, I can change for colors, etc. Done, and as you can see, now we have Bollinger Bands on our chart. Of course, you can add multiple indicators. If I want to get rid of one, I can just press on the X, or remove all will remove all the indicators that I have here. As you can see here on the top, I have my balance, my equity, my profit and losses, use margin, free margin, and margin percentage level. That's quite straightforward as any other trading platform. Now, as you can see here, I can access, similar to these three buttons, my orders. I will open, a new space, or order history, trade history. What you might find very useful is your account statements. Okay, so if you click on account statements, you can export the trading statements from today, last week, last month, or a specific date. If I generate it, a new window will be created with the PDF with everything you need. And this will be very helpful if you do some research on your trades or simply for text time. Now, on the right-hand side, of course, you can find your account from here, or on the little burger menu, you can add the funds from here. Last little thing I want to show you, of course, you can switch from a light theme, just toggling this button, and that's it. Everything becomes white and clear. Thank you for the attention, and good luck with your trades.